Dear students, today we will revise the teachings of the last class, okay, and we will add something to the class. We will add some new information. All these things I am teaching you will help you build systematically your English standard and knowledge, and I think you will go through these things systematically, you will practice these things, and after a week or two you will be able to write good English. You will decipher the correct and incorrectness of the sentence. Okay. In the last class we found three things. One was primary auxiliary, another was modal auxiliary, and another was main verb. Okay. Under primary we had three things. Be verb. If we break it, we will get am is are, past tense was are, past participle been. Second one is have or has, past tense had, past participle had. Third one is do or does, past tense did. This one has a non-necessity as auxiliary verb. Then you got here modal, 13 modals, 3 primary, 13 modal, all total auxiliary 16. Shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, need, dare, used to, last one is ought to. Okay. And similarly, main verb, it is various types. Main verb is 4 forms I have told you: V1, V2, V3 and V1 ing. But if we analyze main verb, we will get transitive and intransitive verb. Okay. Again we will get strong and weak verb. Another one will get regular and irregular verb. Okay. But all these things have 4 forms: V1, V2, V3, V1 ing. We will have 4 forms of this. Okay. Transitive or intransitive verbs, strong verb, weak verb, regular verb, irregular verb. Another form you will get, and what is that? Finite verb and non-finite verb. Fourth form is you will get finite verb and non-finite verb. Okay, you will get finite verb and non-finite verb. Okay, it's a transitive, intransitive, strong, weak verb, these are same thing. Weak verb is nothing but regular verb, strong verb is nothing but irregular verb. This crisscross you understand? Strong verb means irregular verb, weak verb means regular verb. Okay? Finite verb and non-finite verb, it's a big chapter. I will go through in detail next class. Okay? Now, today I will tell you it is the main verb having four forms: V1, V2, V3, V1 ing. Already I have told you these are purely non-finite and this is absolutely finite and this one sometimes finite, sometimes non-finite, sometimes non-finite. Okay, these are always non-finite, this is always finite, this one is sometimes finite, sometimes non-finite. Okay, now we are getting what? Now we are getting conclusion, the structures. We are going to structures. Okay, what we are getting? Look it. Here primary auxiliary, already I have told you, three structures will get from these verbs. One is primary auxiliary plus main verb. Second one is modal auxiliary plus main verb. And third possible structure is modal auxiliary plus primary auxiliary plus main verb. These three structures are derived from here by using auxiliary verb, main verb and modal auxiliary. We are getting only three structures, only primary auxiliary plus main verb, modal auxiliary plus main verb, modal auxiliary plus primary auxiliary plus main verb. And again, if we derive this primary auxiliary plus main verb, then we have to go here. Be, is, am, are, was, were, been. It takes V1 plus ing form. This one takes V3 form. This one takes V1 form. V2 is absent here. Why? Now V2 is absent means V2 is never used with any auxiliary. It is independent and it is independently used. It is not used with any auxiliary verb. Did you understand? Similarly, you come here, modal auxiliary. Modal auxiliary is always followed by V1. It is never followed by any other verb forms. Any other verb form means neither V2 nor V3 nor V1 ing. It is only followed by V1. Okay? Okay. The synopsis is what we got? Now we got B verb, V1 ing. B verb means be, is, am, are, was, were, been followed by V1 ing. अतः ओडिया रे पेपर बी verb रो गुत्र होछि V1 ing. Number 2, have verb is followed by V3. Do verb is followed by V1. Okay. And From this side we are getting modal plus V1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the extra form is B is followed by V3. These are active and this is passive. Okay? If you really understand these 5 structures, and I think you will be certainly able to write good English, perfect English, your sentence would not have any mistakes, and everything whatever you are writing you can judge by applying 3 structures whether my sentence or my sentences are right or wrong. You can easily understand, you can easily calculate, you can easily decipher, you can easily analyze and scrutinize whether your sentences are grammatically correct or not. Now I am not telling you about the rules, tense rules, modal rules, finite and non-finite rules. Just I am telling you structurally what comes after what. It is a chain reaction, you know. In chemistry there is a chain reaction. Similarly there is a chain reaction in English. If this one is here, then this is followed by a fixed rule. Okay? Just you have to remember certain things, then English will be easy. Dear students, in the first class I had told you, what I had told you? English is a global language. Now this is the easiest language, easiest one. It's a flexible language and you can understand English very well. If you get by heart these things, you understand the basics of English. Now let me tell you finite transitive verb, and another one is intransitive verb. Okay? 2 things are there. Transitive verb, intransitive verb. Very essential. Transitive verb means the verb which requires, which needs, which necessitates an object. The object may be a direct object or may be an indirect object. It is also a chapter, I will tell you again. Suppose transitive means, how can you decipher transitive? Okay, suppose he is helping me. He is helping me. He is going to school. He is going to school. 2 sentences I wrote. Look at it. Same subject to the main verb. Okay? He is helping who or he is helping what? If the sentence confirming anyone, who or what, then it is a transitive sentence. If it doesn't confirm who or what, that is not a transitive verb. Suppose he is helping who? Answer is he is helping me. Come here. He is going. Who? Does it confirm who? No. He is going what? Confirm what? No. It is he is going where? And you know where, how, when and why. If this double question comes here, that is adverb. And if it is adverb, It is not a transitive sentence, it is intransitive sentence. In a nutshell, अत्यंत संक्षेप में कहीदेली सहज बुझीपर व्हाट इज ट्रांजिटिव एंड व्हाट इज इंट्रांजिटिव. ओके, he is helping who? Yes, he is helping who or who? He is helping me. Helping is transitive verb. He is going who, not who. He is going what? Doesn't confirm. This go is an intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. We got the sense? So by applying this transitive and intransitive meaning, we will get three types of verb. Transitive verb, some verbs are transitive, some verbs are intransitive, and some verbs are both transitive and intransitive. And that depends upon according to use. Some are purely transitive, some are purely intransitive, some are both transitive and intransitive. Okay? When we will go through the sentence, we will understand these things. I think you will understand what I am telling you. Very mindfully listen to me. Apply to your task. Okay? Okay. Suppose let me write a sentence. With synopsis we got. I am writing here be verb plus V1 ing. Again he verb plus V3. Number 3 do verb plus V1. Number 4 modals plus V1. Number 5 be verb plus V3. Active and passive. Okay. This table you remember. Okay. You remember this table. It will help you ever in the life. Always. Okay. Suppose let me apply these rules. Example number 1. Example number 1. Okay. People will dash supporting the poor. Supporting the poor. Look at the sentence. There is no need to be confused. There is no need to be confused. Okay. People will dash supporting the poor. Okay. Look at this verb. Supporting. This is the verb phrase. Supporting. This is V1 ing. This is modal. Okay. If we look at here, this modal needs V1 form. Whatever the verb will there, it should have one form, first form. You come here, supporting V1 ing. Look at the word V1 ing is followed by V verb. Okay? Sorry, V1 ing follows V verb. Okay? So, this one needs V verb and this verb needs first form. Okay? B1 is equal to B or is MR. Okay? Some of you will be confused. If B verb means B is MR, which one will be used here? Can we use people are? People will are supporting? No. Because these are purely finite form. Finite form means they will be used at the beginning of the verb phrase or at the beginning of the predicate. Beginning of the predicate. Okay, is MR cannot be used. Only thing will be used be here. People will be supporting the poor. Did you get the sense? Let me write another example. Let me write another example. Okay. I dash type 50 words a minute. Okay. It is verb phrase. Type is equal to V1. And according to this table, V1 follows do verb or V1 follows modal auxiliary. And either this one or that one. Okay. Now which one should we write? I dash type 50 words a minute. You can write I do type 50 words a minute. That is also manageable. You can write I do type 50 words a minute. But if we look at the proper sense, appropriate sense, the sentence gives the ability of somebody else. जो आदमी 1 minute में 50 words type कर सकता है. That means it is the ability of somebody else, and according to modal, ability refers to can or could. We can write here can, I could type 50 words a minute. Okay, and if there will be any past tense, then you could have written I could type. If there will be any past tense, but now there is no past tense, we can write I can type 50 words a minute. Okay, did you get the sense? Number 1, number 2, number 3. Let me write number 3 sentence. I dash not take wine. Look at sentence. And this is the verb phrase. Take is V1. और the V1 मतलब either this one or that one. But if you look into the sentence and its meaning, then you will get what? As a habitual action. The sentence refers to habitual action. Habitual action means only this one. Only this one. Do plus V1. Okay. Or then here according to I, you can write I do not take wine. I do not take wine. By applying this table, you can complete all the things. Number 4. The child could dash done it. Okay. This is the verb phrase. The child could dash done it. And this one is V3. This one is V3. The child could dash done it. V3 means, look at the V3 demands have verb. It demands have verb. Okay. And could here modal, it demands past form. It demands past form. Or there it will be have. Have the past form have. Or there the child could have done it. The child could have done it. You get the sense? Similarly, come to number 5 questions. Okay, number 5. The police dash looking into the case. Okay, the police dash looking into the case and looking into the case. Look at this is the verb phrase looking into the case. Okay, then this one is V1 plus ing. Okay, V1 plus ing needs be verb. So this is the first verb of the sentence, means finite form. Or be or is, am, are. Which one comes? Now this one will come because this is finite and this one is non-finite. Okay. The police is plural. At the grammar rules of nouns, police is always plural. So it will be the police are looking into the matter. Did you get the sense? Number 6. Days they repaired the road. Days they repaired the road. Question mark. Okay, look it. Here bhar is, I will ask you repair. If I write repaired. Okay, V2, V3. If somebody asks you these repair, either V2 or V3 because both are same. The weak bhag having same verb. Okay. The repaired is not V2 but V3. Why? Now already I have told you V2 is always finite. V2 can never be non-finite. Finite means that will come in the past place of the sentence. This one. But here past verb will be given to anybody else. Okay, you have to answer this one is V3. It cannot be V2. If it would have been V2, then it would have taken this place, not this place. Okay? If we got the verb is V3, we have to go to the table. V3 needs have verb. Okay? It needs have verb. Okay? And its subject is they. They is the third person plural. Okay, have is correct. Has is only used to the third person singular. Okay, we got the answer. Have the repaired the road. Next sentence, sentence number 7. When does he deliver the project? Question mark. This one is verb and deliver means it is V1. And V1 means these two. Do or modal auxiliary. When does it deliver the project? It can be in some sense. But if we really look at the sentence and look for the real meaning, then it will be the futurity of the sentence. Or you need when will he deliver the project. Okay. Did you understand? You take down these sentences, you apply yourself, and you will find very easy. You can understand. You can apply yourself. Sentence number 8. I have days staying here since 2010. Since you know the starting of the time, it's not a period of time. I have days staying here. This is the verb phrase. I have days staying here. The verb phrase. It is V1 plus ing. It needs V verb. It needs V verb. Come here. Have. You come here. Have needs third form. Okay. From both sides we have to take into consideration. दुई पटरू हमको विचार करने पड़ेगा. This verb needs this verb. This verb needs verb. V1 for V.